Hello, everybody. I'll be with y'all in just a minute. Oh, let's give it a minute for a few people come in here. I ain't seen no chats yet. Kinda late, ain't it? Hey, Connie. I think hey there, Shay. I think my internet on the phone might be ran out. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Willow Catcher. Yeah, like I say, y'all, we just buy a card for this iPhone. And, well, I mean, well, Tammy don't even buy a card. She just takes it over there and they do it with, she puts money in the machine. I ain't never seen it, but she put 2 or 3 months on there at one time or something. Or I put $100 worth or $200 or something. And it just runs until it runs out. But I had to put it on the fiber optic. Oh, Missy Burke. Good to see you in here, Missy. I know you usually hang around with Stephen there, but good to see you. Hey, Miss Angela. Where am I? On YouTube just quit working there. I mean, it just disappeared. Hey, Miss Evan Stewart. Hey, Murder. Hey, we got 42 in there now. Uh, I heard Will Candy Boy do a video. I don't know if he done it. I don't know when he done it. But I was kind of involved in that. A little bit. He was saying a pretty good bit of stuff on there. No, he was saying some stuff I didn't know about. So he's mostly like talking about somebody else. But I was involved with it. I always seem to be involved some kind of way with stuff that goes on. And yeah, she can have more time, but I mean we don't even need more time. As long as you hook this fiber optic, I mean it don't even really matter. You know what I got this phone for was the concerts. That's what I got it for. But I mean my regular phone that I use will do a live. But let me get back to the Wilkes Candy Boy thing. He was talking about something that happened one night over the telephone. But there was 3 of us, and Oh yeah, okay, you brother son. Yeah, there was three of us on like kind of like a three-way call. They run. And hey, the fussing started. Uh, it shouldn't even never happened. But so he said on his video he couldn't remember what happened. I remember what happened. I was drinking myself, but I remember what happened. Uh, I don't think there's no drinking enough for me to forget nothing. But hey, Blue and June and Loretta. Oh, y'all ain't missed too much yet. But anyway, I mean it's like just a dumb fuss got started. Wasn't me fussing too much. It was County Boy and somebody else. And I will say this right here. He told me somebody said something. And I called him up. That's what I got on the third. That's where the third phone line come in. They said it didn't happen. And that was my part of it. That's all I needed to hear. Them two got the fussing. I know a lot of y'all probably know about it. They kind of got the fussing and got mad, upset. It upset me too, because the other person involved really got upset. Like you ever, I don't know how to describe it, but I can tell you this. You know, like how you scare somebody and you just about scare them too much? You scare them almost too good. But she was, I let that slip. She was upset to the point that like it ain't good to be that upset, for nobody to be that upset. Anyway, he was kind of talking about some stuff that I didn't really know about, and he was like, like wanting to be forgiven on there. He said he can't remember, and he probably can't. I mean, I about know he can't remember, because I talked to him a few days later. And I mean, I forgive him, y'all. Hey, that kid. Hey, I mean, I forgive him. Hey, I done and said stuff. Myself. Don't happen too much. But then again, maybe it has. I got on there drinking, raving one night there. Hey, I wished I could take it back. I lost a lot of people, Lost a lot of, well, they didn't understand. I don't think they unsubscribed, but they just didn't know. You know, I mean, they just don't want to come that much. Yeah, okay, Kathy. Oh, well, she's saying it there, y'all. She's talking about her and Tim forgiving, but don't want anything else to do with it. I guarantee you this right here, I guarantee you there's a lot of us that said some stuff we wish we hadn't said, man. Like, you get a little older and you get better, but it's something about them 12-ounce cans. But, yeah, I mean, I forgive you. But, also, this right here. You gotta stand up and be your own man. And me nor nobody else can't tell everybody to forgive you. You gotta get that back yourself. Just like the people I lost when on my YouTube. I gotta, I mean, that's my responsibility. That's my fault. You may be blocked from Grandma's channel. I'm not even sure. But you have to do this. You gotta row your own boat, man. But don't worry about whether I forgive you or not. Long time ago, I have woke up and said, what the hell have I done? I don't know, you know, there's a lot of talking that goes on in the background, you know. And a lot of people talk on the phone and stuff. I hear all kind of stuff. I hear stuff that, like, they would say, how does he know that? I just don't say nothing about it, you know. But what I'm talking about is, like, people get aggravated. People get aggravated. I think it would be a bad world if everybody could read everybody's mind, what they thought, their thoughts. But like that back room calling everybody, you can find out some thoughts. You know, I mean, I ain't thought, I really ain't thought that much about it myself, except for like, you know, Kathy getting upset. She was real bad upset. Real bad. And then, I mean, hey, you heard her? She got mad. She's actually one of them kind that, and I guess I am too. You mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you. But it should have never happened. Yep, that's right, Tony. That's true, Tony. Hey, man, stuff happens, you know. Forgiveness is not for the ones that wronged you, but for your own peace of mind. Hey, y'all, look, I never did really get mad about it. Not really. Not really mad about it. But I wonder how I keep getting in this stuff. How do I keep getting into it? And there was a lot said, y'all, and I remember it all. And I still have trouble with some of that was said. When you drinking, hey y'all, I usually ain't too bad. But I don't. Most time, when you hear me, if I'm drinking, I'm telling the truth, man. And I ain't adding nothing or leaving nothing out neither. But there's some stuff said that was, you know, I couldn't hardly believe. But I forgive. Hey, yeah. Well, y'all, I'm not gonna say y'all forgive him. That's up to y'all. What you do is up to y'all. I do think there's a good fella there inside him. But also think there's other too. My daddy used to say, got hell in you. That's like somebody wanting to fight or something, you know. And that don't mean the devil got the devil in you. It just means like showing out. Man, something I don't do no more, but I used to a long time ago. Like my daddy said, got hell in you. My brother, my brother had hell in him. He would, son, he would fight anybody, which I guess I would too. But I guarantee you, I ain't gonna say everybody, but we all said stuff we wish we could take back. I know I have. Yeah, I don't. Hey, Tony, uh, I don't. I don't hardly watch them videos. Somebody actually told me about his video tonight. You know, the one he done. I mean, if somebody hadn't have told me, I mean, I wouldn't even have known about it. But I don't hardly watch this kind of stuff right here too much. I was reading what Ron said there. Well, you know, what y'all decide is up to y'all. Uh, it's kind of like the drinking thing, you know. This is kind of like that. You can climb that ladder to the top, and you start drinking, and you jump off the ladder or fall off. You can't jump back to where you was. And that's kind of the way our relationship is. He is an old friend, but I ain't exactly ready to let's all get together and go on a picnic, you know. It don't mean I'm mad at him because I ain't been mad. It was kind of different. It was something a little different than mad. You know what I'm talking about? Something a little different than mad. I was, yeah, it's something a little different than mad. And y'all, a lot of times, hey, sometimes I watch Steven's video, you know, I mean, like watch half of it. Yeah, I was hurt a little bit, blue is right. Disappointed is, hey, that's more it, Rhonda Ray. Ellen Stewart. Yeah, I was disappointed. Because there was stuff said, there was some stuff said. You know, yeah, I was disappointed. I had no idea. Don't y'all think that's about enough about that? Uh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he ain't blocked on the channels. He might be blocked on Grandma's. I ain't sure about that. But, I had to see. Yeah, I see you there, Blue. And Run Direct. Uh, hey, y'all, I won't go into much detail about it, but, I was telling y'all about Fannie Pack Willis, Cash Money, Fannie Willis. Now, I knew there was something pretty big, I knew there was something pretty big, but I didn't know exactly what it was, you know what I mean? They just started saying something about it. But it's been in the works for, you know what I mean, 2 or 3 weeks. And there's a lot of stuff coming out, but I'll tell you what's gonna get her in bad trouble. I'll tell you what it's gonna be. That's gonna get her. I mean, she better have some powerful friends, and you know she does. But if there's any way to get her, this what I'm fitting to tell you is gonna do it. So the federal government, they give Fulton County $450,000 to build a playground for them youngins in Fulton County. And she took that money. They saying she did. And, well, I mean, yeah, well, I mean, some people saying it, but like the people that's in authority that's looking after it, they are saying, they want the records. Everybody's innocent till proven guilty, or that's the way it's supposed to be anyway. But they saying they want to see the records, and she ain't coming up with them. And the man that's after her ain't gonna stop neither. Yeah, I think so, Blue. I think this right here. I mean, hey, she's doing a lot of other stuff. Ain't no telling what all she's doing. But there was a woman that worked in that office. They said, hey, what about this right here? They call her a whistleblower. And she was talking about them funds, that $450,000. And that woman rose up a question. She worked in the office. She rose up a question, and she got fired. And when all this stuff come out, she became a whistleblower. But That's gonna be a pretty big thing right there, I imagine. Yeah. Hey, I mean, them, I mean, she's gonna be up for election. I think this year. Them people ain't gonna be too happy and about her, not about that playground money, not going for the kids, because that's what it was given for. At least as far as we know. You know what I'm talking about? At least as far as we know. Dave. Okay, so we still waiting to see what happens on that. Y'all been hearing about these squatters? Like going into houses and just move in? I don't think it has to be water, Ron. They put a new carburetor on that four-wheeler. And I don't think it was water. But you got a metal gas tank, it can get rust in it. And if you see Steven's video, because, I don't know if I will remember to tell him, Ron, or y'all can tell him. Any of y'all can tell him this right here. He needs to go to the automotive store and buy a fuel filter for that rust. Because a gas tank will rust with gas in it. It don't have to have water to rust. It'll rust with gas in it. I seen that man, I was watching that. And which he done everything else he could. He tried to do everything he could. But I was saying it's in the carburetor. He took that carburetor out and blowed out. He had one little thing in his hand. He had the main jet in his hand that he took out of that carburetor and blowed it out. But them carburetors, they got a bunch of jets. They got more than just what he had in his hand. But hey, this is a lawnmower or anything, y'all. A car, lawnmower, anything. If a little tiny jet gets stopped up, that thing, it might run, but it won't run right. And what they done, Ron, was that man, he tried, boy, but he finally put another carburetor on there, a brand new one. And that straightened it out. But yeah, y'all heard about these squatters? They move in to like a vacant house. You can't hardly get them out. And I seen on the news, that there was one woman. It was a place she rents out, but it was vacant. They moved in, and when my day was gone, well, she called the law to them. Law come, they didn't do nothing. So when they left, she had a locksmith come over there and change the locks. And the squatters busted the door down, and they took the woman to jail. The homeowner, they took her to jail. Hey, that's right, drummer son. Yeah, you got to take them carburetors all the way apart. But and I really wanted to study it a little more before I talked to y'all. But I was watching a video of a man. If there's a way to make money, y'all, they people gonna figure out how to do it. And you can hire him to come and get your house back. And I watched enough of it to know what they was doing. He's got 5 or 6 buddies, and they move in there with the squatters. And you know what I mean? He wasn't wanting to say what they done to make the squatters want to leave. But it's a man you can hire. Oh, I've seen it on YouTube. You can hire his team. And the way they doing it, the way they legally doing it. See the squatters is in there, they ain't got, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They don't have nothing legal. But what they doing is the homeowner leases the apartment out to the team. And they go in there, man. He did say a little bit of what they was doing whenever they went in. Man, that'd be a good job for me, man. Yeah. Yeah, hey, I mean, that man's making a lot of money, you know what I mean? He's making the YouTube videos. And plus, they set up cameras in the house. You know, them people that's in there, they can't tell them, you know, you can't put that camera up. They ain't even supposed to be there. You know that you pretty much figure they go in there and be just as obnoxious as they can be. You know what I mean? You know, you got to do something to make them want to leave. Every time they go in the bathroom, like go knocking on the door. I think I would be good at that. Yeah, you can't touch them though, Blue. I mean, you got to run them out. And, hell, man, the judge is on their side, you know. I even seen one. The man was in this mansion. He moved in a mansion. They had all kind of junk cars and stuff out there. And he'd done been living there 10 years. I don't think that'll work in Georgia, man. Okay. How'd you get them out, Blue? Tell us. Yeah, yeah, that might be a good movie to watch there, Ron. We've been watching some of Bentley's movies. Oh, man. Yeah. I do know that, you know, there's a roofing company in Dublin that's a Mexican roofing crew. And, matter of fact, the guy that owns the company used to work for me. I never seen him, though. That's when Stephen was running everything. You bring the U-Haul, mad, move in with them. You, you bring the U-Haul, mad, move in with them. Yeah, well, that's what the man and his team was doing, was they would move in there with them. Anyway, about this Mexican roofing crew, the owner of that company, like I say, he used to work for me, but he eventually went out on his own. And I seen him up there in court. And so I think the front part of the building was his business, and the back part of the building was like a little room and kitchen and stuff like that. And he had rented it out to a man and a woman, and they had a little baby. And I guess he tried to get them out. And that Mexican roofer went and cut their gas off. Boy, and I mean, that judge got mad, son. Like, I don't know who took who to court. But I mean, that judge got pissed about that man cutting that gas off. And they had that little baby. I mean, he was getting on him, boy. And I do know the Mexican roofer. I know his reputation. It ain't too good. I mean, I heard people talking about him. I mean, not just his work, but like the way he I mean, I heard one man say somebody's gonna knock him in the head, But like the way he done business, Oh, I seen that, Ron. Is that the movie you're talking about? I didn't realize it. I seen that movie. Hey, didn't they tear the house all to pieces? Oh, really, I ain't been watching the news much, y'all. It's the same old thing. And, it don't matter who done what. Nothing don't matter. Nothing don't matter. If you Yeah, I remember it now, Ron. I remember that name. Oh, yeah, we watched that. Y'all ain't talked to Grandma. I hope she's got her up her phone, like doing all right in the morning. I don't think Steven's gonna be there. And then yeah, uh, I mean, I pretty well been like going to sleep about 5 o'clock every morning. And like my grandma gets on there, uh, and that's whenever I'm sleeping hard. I wish I could get on regular schedule, and I go down there with them, and when Stephen wasn't there. There's there's actually some people that like for me to go down there and with Mama. And there's probably more that like Stephen to go, but there's actually is people that like for me to go down there with Mama. Like it helps her like read the chat. I had to watch myself though. I'll start hogging the mic. But I always got a lot to say, ain't I? Y'all, guess it's a good time to get up. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, a lot of times I'm asleep, but I'll usually wake up before she gets off and fix her stuff on the computer. Fix her thumbnail stuff. Kind of like this right here. See this thumbnail I fixed? So I guess ain't too much happening, y'all. Oh, I want to tell y'all I appreciate you coming in there. Yeah, that's kind of what everybody says, Ron. Is they kind of like to hear about the past, you know. And there's still a lot I know, y'all. There's still a lot that I know. Uh, uh, you know what I mean? There's nobody that knows more than me about Grandma. There is nobody that knows more. Yeah, yeah, she might do, Miss June, but there's like I I mean, to tell you the truth, I mean, there's some people that just don't like me now because, like, I talk pretty straight forward, but actually, if you was like doing business with somebody or something, you would want somebody to be straight and not lie to you and not tell you the sun's shining when it's raining. But I think that there is people that rather hear stuff like that than actually hear the truth. Long, long time ago, y'all, I learned that it's important to tell the truth. If you lying here and there, like people will figure it out. People that know you will figure it out that you lying here and there or stretching things. I usually don't add to the lie, and I usually don't take none away. I'm just pretty straight about what I say. And if that's too much for some people, I mean, I guess that's the way it'll have to be, because I don't think I can change. I really don't think I can just get on here and everything is beautiful, because it ain't, you know. I am as hell. Maybe I can get straightened out and see, like, see, I mean, I'm pretty well wide open right now. But like that, staying up, to 5 o'clock in the morning, hey, I mean, I'm sleeping stuff during the day. It ain't the same. It ain't the same, you know. But it's real easy to do when it don't matter. I mean, I don't have a job I have to go do. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Leanne. You know, I see a pretty good bit of that stuff on YouTube. And I also see there's people that I don't watch no more on YouTube. I mean, it ain't nobody y'all know. But like, they're lying in their title. But thank you, Leanne. I know you mean it. You know, and I mean, there's more than one. You know, Fanny Pat's going is. In other words, they making out like she's already in jail. Yep. That's all I mean. Her mama said before, I'm glad y'all come alive, because I was fitting to get off y'all. I heard mama say before that life is hard. You know, that's pretty much about true now. Probably a bunch of us, I mean, we ain't got no barrel full of money. I mean, we're getting squeezed. You go to grocery store, it ain't what it used to be, son. Okay, Leanne. Yeah, I seen you had kind of just got on there just a minute ago, Leanne. Yeah, hey, y'all, I mean, the light bill's up. Some of y'all call it hydro. Light bill's up. Gas is up. Everything's up. And I'm gonna tell y'all because I'll tell y'all. Not, I mean, a bunch of people won't see this like what they will grandmas, nor Stevens, Not even Tammy's neither. But I've had this video idea for probably about 3 weeks. I want to go around Dublin and show y'all the plants that have shut down in Dublin, Georgia. And there's quite a few. The place that we're let me see, I was reading there, but you remember what I say? Oh yeah. The place where Mama worked at, it was J.P. Stevens, and then it turned to Forstman's. But they made wool. They made stuff for the military. They made suits. They made blankets. They made shirts for the military. They made the cloth. Okay, so they made the cloth, y'all. And there's people that thought that place did like Dublin. There was rumors of it shutting down for a little while there, and then it finally did shut down. And there's people that thought that was going to kind of like bankrupt Dublin. Because there's a lot of people that work there. That's a big old place. And it went, the Willow Mill. That place went, around the clock, you know what I mean? And me and Tammy used to work there. Mama worked 8 to 4, during the day. Me and Tammy worked 4 to 12 because we was going to school. When me and Tammy got off at 12 o'clock, there would be a person coming in there to do the job that we had been doing. So what I'm saying, it went around the clock. And it was a big payroll. And I'll show y'all, when I make the video, or me and Tammy make it, whatever I do. There's a big golf course. They had a golf course over there. And, the golf course shut down. They had this baseball field. It shut down, you know what I mean? They tore the building down. So when I go over there and start filming, you're gonna see a place that's been tore down. I'll show you the golf course and the baseball field and stuff, and there's quite a few of them, because I was just thinking about it the other day, and I could remember about 6 places like this, in just 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, those people thought that it was going to shut down. Let me see what Blue's saying there. Yeah. Oh, you know, I don't know if that stuff went overseas. I know some of what I'm gonna show y'all did go over there. But it seemed like I remember Mama saying that that wool just kind of went out of style. Oh, you know, what I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, yeah, there was a flex steel plant here, Missy. It shut in. There's, hey, there's quite a few. There's a place where Tammy's mama used to work, and I think Mama said her mama worked there, too. I'll take y'all and show you foundations there, but the top of the building's gone. And I was going through downtown Dublin the other day, and I think it's when I was thinking about this video. Uh, I remember my belts, before the mall and all that, there wasn't no such thing as Walmart. Before the mall, hey, that's right, Ed. But everything used to be downtown, man. I don't know if I said it or I thought about saying it, but I looked on the corner there and I was kind of trying to remember. Ain't that where Belts was? And I think it was. Had an elevator in there. And had this store called Penny's. Mama liked Penny's. Y'all ever heard of Penny's? I mean, is that a chain, y'all? Penny's? Is that a chain? And you know what I mean? J.C. Penney. That's no. Yeah, I think it was J.C. Penney's. I think it was. So I forgot about the J.C. part. Okay. I didn't know y'all. I ain't never been. J.C. Penney stores out of business. J.C. Penney is still around. Now, you know what I mean? Kmart. You know Kmart. Kmart. Yeah, that's right. Kmart used to be in Macon, y'all. I mean, there was a Kmart in Macon before there was one in Dublin. And there was people that drove from Dublin to go to Kmart in Macon. And that's actually about 60 miles from where I live. And Williams Hall's mama was one that used to go to Macon to Kmart. And Kmart come to Dublin there one of them years. And I wouldn't dream of them closing the doors. A matter of fact, I'd have betted money, you know. But they did. They did shut the doors. And I was buying them, going to get them plumbing parts the other day I needed, you know, to fix these leaks. Somebody told me they had a building out there, you know, where they sold a lot of plumbing parts. I went one place, they done closed. You know, it was like a building been around long as I can remember. But it's in a residential neighborhood. Like I guess an old pop shop, mom pop shop, whatever you call it, you know. Hey, they closed down, boy. I, you know, I kind of thought to myself, you know, like, man, if they can't make it, I don't see how everybody else is making it because you know that they probably ain't got no overhead, you know. And I mean, that building's like, I reckon old as I am. But reckon it just, you know, like Amazon and such like that, might have shut them down, you know, really. And, oh yeah, I kind of remember when I was telling them. So I went out there, you know, toward Walmart. Walmart went out there in the country, you know how they do, you know. They kind of, like Dollar General does that too, you know. They go and they kind of get away from everybody. But like, that's where town's moving. And they got all kind of stores out there now. And still, you know, the Ford Motor Companies done bought land and, you know, done put a car lot up. Verizon. And like, I don't know what all. That's where Stephen the other day, where he was at today getting that thing worked on, you could throw a rock if you could throw it across the road and hit Walmart. You know, almost, you know. It's right across the road. That means whoever owns that land where that four-wheeler place is, whoever owns it is got some valuable land. And you know the mall. The mall left Dublin. You know, a bunch of years ago. I might have been 10 or 11 or 12 years old. Something like that. 9 years old, I don't know. But the mall, they on that road where Stephen went today, where Walmart is. It's just Walmart's right on down the road a little bit further, but it's on the same road. They probably about 1 mile apart. And the mall was great, you know. Everybody loved to go to the mall. They just don't tell me how many years since I've been to the mall. Matter of fact, Dublin of Georgia, downtown Dublin. They had these parking meters. You had to go up there and put money in it, you know, to park. Law right around and mark your tire on this little three-wheeler motorcycle thing. He run. Y'all ever seen that? He mark your tire with chalk. And hell, you let that meter run out, yeah, he give you a ticket. But that ain't exactly what this is about. When the mall moved, hey, they had free parking. And they was letting everybody know they had free parking too. Hey, what did downtown Dublin do? They took them meters up now. Who owns the parking meters? Yeah. Hey, Mama, let us go put money in it. The city? Okay. I mean, I don't reckon I ever thought about it, but the mall was free parking. And you know, I think there was a Walmart in the mall. Might have to ask Mom about that one. And then let's see. I can't remember, y'all. But I do know we had another Walmart in Dublin. But the one where I was talking about, where Steve was at today, that's a super Walmart. So there was another one, you know. Yeah, I know it would be a policeman, Blue, that would, you know, like he would ride around. And, hey, they would write them tickets now. But I mean, the mall, like to shut downtown Dublin down. I don't know how they make enough money there, you know. You know that Williamson Bakery used to be downtown Dublin. Everything was. Everything was downtown Dublin. And you know, they moved into, you know how they had these little mini stores, like a bunch of stores side by side. So hey, somewhere along the line, you know, Williamson Bakery moved out there to a bunch of them side by side stores. Y'all, man, have y'all been noticing how much it is to go out and eat. Okay, I hear you, Leanne. Strip mall, is that what you call it? Yes, like a bunch of buildings lined up. They get something different in every building. Yeah, yeah, I, I was about to forget what I was saying, Leanne, but uh, so and you know the price is not gonna come down. Once they once they go up, once them prices go up, they don't come down. I mean, I'm telling you, y'all know what OSB plywood is. It's it ain't the sawdust board. It's OSB's like what Stephen put on his house over there, and and it is pretty good. And I don't think it's as good as plywood, and I know it ain't as strong as plywood, but it's pretty good. It's all right for decking a house. I remember when it was $5 a sheet, and they had a hurricane down there in South Carolina, down there come through Charlotte, and there was people taking truck and trailer loads of plywood down there. They would buy it here and take it down there and sell it. Go into a neighborhood. And people would pay any price, for it. Well, you ain't gonna let your house get messed up. You could get any price you wanted, but that ain't even what I'm talking about here. The retailers went up. Like, it's triple now. I bet you OSB is $20 a sheet. I bet it's over $20 a sheet. And actually, Stephen building the house over there, I knew it's a bad time to build it. Hell of a bad time to be borrowing money from the bank. Which he ain't doing. But like, everything's high right now. And I made a video on this channel. So I edited something out, as I was talking about, let's see what the title of it was, Down and Dirty, I think it was that second video I made. And I cut something out of it. And I'm glad I remember to tell y'all. And what I cut out, I guess I should have left in there. But I'm going to tell you what I cut out. It's kind of right at the first of it, and I was talking about, she asked Stephen something other, what you gonna do, Something that kind of laid the law down. And then I cut that part out, and then I was saying, what's Stephen gonna do? Not go to Grandma's? So it made it look like that's what I was talking about because I cut that out. But Stephen, what it was, and I decided to tell y'all. Stephen had a little money. That woman knew it. You understand? Stephen had a little money. She wanted access to that money he had. That's what was cut out of the video. You see what his decision was, don't you? What y'all talking about Blue here? I had a grandson that will be born today. She just went into labor. You going to Florida, Blue? Hey, that's true, Leanne. That's true. It was more than $500 too. It was pretty good little bit he saved up. Dang. He had a pretty good little bit saved up. You know, from working hard, they didn't nobody give it to him. She knew he had that money. You know that. You know why? Let me tell you just in case you don't know. You know why people that's got money don't want nobody to know they got money? Can anybody answer that? Why people that's got money don't want nobody to know they got money? Because someone always wants your money. Is right. Because they love you when you got money. No, it actually, well, that might too, you know, that may be true too there, Blue. We had them. Because they want to keep it. That might be true too, Ron. But like, if you have money, people can tell you a good reason why they need your money. Friends, if they know you got it, they can tell you a real good reason why they need you to loan them some money or give them some. That's the reason, y'all. We had a man in Dublin that hit the lottery. He was ugly, old and fat. And he hit the lottery The very next day, he found the love of his life. She was about 24 years old. She was a 24, 36, 24, or whatever you call it. 36, 24, 36. Blonde headed. He got so lucky. You know, that's, you know, I mean, you know, stuff like that goes on. I don't think I could do that, y'all. I don't think I could be with somebody just because they got money. I mean, damn, is it that bad, you know? Oh no, this was a, a 36, 24, 36 girl. I don't know if Jeannie will fit that in them measurements. Yeah, hey, Anna Nicole did, but like, she, you know, Anna Nicole didn't live with that man. She would just go see him every once in a while and give him a kiss on the cheek or something. But like, hey, y'all, I just, like, I don't, I just, nice. I guess it's nice to have money, but it's nice to have love too, you know? Hey, classical God. You know what I mean? Hell, man, she ain't nothing wrong with having money, but I wouldn't it be kind of bad to marry somebody that you didn't love just because they had money? I mean, I just think that's kind of bad. Yeah, I wouldn't do it, you know. But you know that happens all the time, you know. You know, I told y'all before, like, we see a man, you know, with a model or something, you know. So, like, especially us men now, y'all women might see something a little different, but like us men be talking about, man, what's she doing with him? And he actually be a good looking guy, just ugly to us, you know. Like, you know, I was watching a movie the other night. They had Mama told me that. Let's see, what's his name is? What's the Newman guy? I had just thought of it a minute ago. He was a race car driver too. Was it Paul Newman? Hey, you know, they was two of them real good looking men, you know, and they was both on that same movie. Paul Newman. Who was that? Robert Redford. Now, Mama told me that Paul Newman, long time ago, was like a sex symbol. I said, you talking about him? She said, yeah. And I thought, man, like what's wrong with everybody? You know? But that's kind of the way us men are, you know. I mean, we don't see pretty men, you know. Every man's ugly to us, you know. Like, that's the first thing we say. Man, what's she doing with him? There's still people trying to figure out about me and Tammy. Hey, I ain't lying neither, y'all. But but anyway, I seen both of them in the same movie the other night. I don't know what I don't even know what. I think it was just playing. But I could see like where he was, like I guess you could say he was good looking. I still think any woman you put with him, he's pretty much outmatched, you know. You know what I'm talking about? Outmatched. You can go, you can go look at the red carpet thing anytime you want to. You say, man, what the hell is she doing with him? And I was talking to y'all about the IPTV the other day, 20,000 channels. There's people, what they're doing is stealing the signal. I don't, I mean, there's thousands of them IPTV. And all that means is just streaming, that IPTV, like Amazon streams, YouTube streams. There's actually some legal ones, probably a bunch of stuff that you watch. If you stream, that's legal. But there's some that's like, it's stolen. And they're from another country. And it's hard to catch them. And you can go buy that for $12 a month. I've done it. I just quit doing it one time because my internet was so bad. It's just too aggravating, trying to watch something. I mean, it wound up getting bad. And meanwhile, man, I don't know how I run across this stuff, but there was a man that had a YouTube channel that was doing it, He was stealing it. And he was selling to people. And it was about the biggest one of all of them. He had a YouTube channel, and man, he had 25 or 30 cars, and I ain't talking about Volkswagens neither. He had like 1 million subscribers. I ain't talking about YouTube, I'm talking about the IPTV thing. If they paying $10 a month and he's got 1 million, that's $10 million a month he's bringing in. And I actually think what got him is he got on YouTube. He started out like selling drugs. Then he started selling these fire sticks that, like, it would have everything on it. In other words, you didn't have to know how to put the stuff on the fire stick. He would put it on there. I actually know how to do all that. But then he just wasn't making, he was making about $2,000 a week doing that. But he wanted to make more money than that. And he started doing that IPTV thing. And I'm finally getting to the point here. He started a YouTube channel. He was showing them cars and Man, he's buying cars and jewelry and everything you could possibly think of. They took his channel down. YouTube took his channel down. But there's other people that's talking about him and stuff, and I went and listened to what they were saying about it. They so so I keep trying to skip over this. But he's like showing all the stuff he owns. And then there was millions of people seeing that. He wasn't hiding nothing. If you're doing something illegal, you might not want to get on YouTube showing millions of people. But he was. They come in and busted him, man. Took all his money. Took all his cars. They got everything. Hey, Peter. They got everything. And he got 5 years in prison. He's in prison right now. And actually, I'll finish up here, y'all, about the IPTV. You can get it. It's actually about like remember the old satellites y'all used could pay, and then they started zapping satellites? And I know some of y'all do. I actually had one too, you know. Had every channel in the world. Old satellite dish. Had an illegal chip in it. And so they zapping them, some of them IPTV channels. They zapping some of them. They taking some of them down. I heard they done took 1,000 down. But it's fixed to where you can go in there and buy 1 month. For $12. If it gets zapped, say, man, you done watched it almost a month, talking about, man, I got ripped off. But just as quick as they shut one down, another one pops up. I've kind of been looking through that, you know, kind of been studying up on it. The one I had, I think they shut it down, but they regenerated another website. And, you know, I actually don't think I'm gonna mess with it. Not if they done got to, you know, doing that, all that zapping and all that. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. I will tell y'all this last thing I'm gonna tell you. I say I was told Tim, I said, go get us a card, a debit card or a credit card, you know, that you can put money on. And so you so it ain't linked to your bank. See that that card. If you go buy a credit card, it ain't linked to you to your bank. All they can get is what's on the card. You understand me? If somebody did get a hold to you, all they can get is what's on that card. And if I was gonna buy it, you know what I was gonna do with it. And they wanted Tammy to put her social security number in there, to activate the card. I said, no, that ain't the kind of card I wanted there now. I said, just let them have the $50. I said, don't activate it. Just let them have it. But I hardly leave nothing alone. So I did find out, and this is any of y'all that got gift cards or something like that you can't do nothing with or don't want to activate it. I got a number on the back of that card that you can call up. And you can tell them that what they doing is fixing up where you can put money on it anytime you want to and stuff like that. But like you can call up and say, I don't want to be like adding money to it. If I want more money, I'll just buy another card. And then they can fix it. So you ain't just stuck. You ain't just out for $50. Yeah, prepaid is what I'm talking about. And so you ain't just out the $50. You can call and they'll fix that card where when that $50 is gone, you can take the card and throw it in the trash can. So I found that out tonight. Oh. But anyway, they got cards that they got cards you can get that they'll put the money on that like you don't have to get it activated, It'll come activated. And it's actually like that card is like the money in your pocket. Now, if you're walking across the Walmart parking lot and your money blows out of your pocket, it's going to be gone. They say, I don't know if I want a credit card that like somebody can get their hands on. You treat it like you do your cash money. You don't, what I mean? If somebody got that card, they can use it. But somebody gets your cash, they can also use it. So it ain't just out of the question. No, I don't want no card like that. It ain't just out of the question. You just, don't put no more money on than what you need. It actually ain't a bad way to pay online for anything. And one more thing about it. That's right, Blue. Hey, Blue, you know a lot of stuff, don't you? So one more thing about that. I'll tell you just as soon as I remember. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. I forgot again, but like I had 2 or 3 thoughts that run through my head right at the same time. Yeah, I remember now. So some of them prepaid cards, you gotta, go online and, register it. Uh, and I looked it up about, like about them wanting your social security number. But see, when it got down to the point where, uh, they wanted the social security number, I told them and like, no. But that's a law. They make them do that. So, so the cars that you register, you have to have proof of who you are. And I think it's also for tax reasons too. Uh, y'all know how sometimes we talk about the people that come over here across the border. They can go get, they can go do stuff that you can't even go do. I was reading about that too. As long as they got some kind of an identification, they can do stuff that we can't do. Y'all, 3 o'clock. I want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all coming in here. Sometimes when I make these videos, like it takes me a little while to wind down. I want to thank all the silent viewers. I want to thank the moderators. I want to thank all the nice people for getting on there. What else, y'all? I'm sure, Blue. I want to thank all the angels, There's a bunch of them right here in this room. I always want to thank Bloomin' and Jazzy, Joyce, for, they always giving and giving and giving. But also, they are not the only ones that give. And I don't want to leave them out. So, I want to thank them too. Oh, but like you just watching or watching a replay, that's all you got to do. You can hit the like button. Don't cost nothing to hit the like button. Hey, you welcome, Miss Helen Stewart, the most beautiful woman in the world. I ain't forgot about you. I want to tell y'all thank you for everything. Y'all, I'm trying to get settled down. Go get this barking dog. Hey, yeah, you have a good night too, Miss. Hey, and y'all all have a good night. Y'all remember about Grandma in the morning, 10 o'clock. You never know. I'll have show up one of these days. Hey, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And we'll be seeing y'all soon. All right. Bye, 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 bye. I see that, Blue. I had my hand up there. Yeah, you know why? You know why I call her the most beautiful woman in the world? She sent me a letter. to me. And I said, man, that must be the most beautifulest woman in the world. That can write like that. Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all.